Hello, Internet. Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas. If you're watching this on the rerun, go ahead and skip 6 minutes past the countdown timer to the top of the show. Or if you want to skip completely to the news segment where I recap the YouTube news of the week, go to about minute 14 or 15. With that, I'll start the countdown screen now while others join in the chat room. And we'll get some audio jams going too, as usual.
Welcome to All Things YouTube. Your host, Matt Haas, will be here soon. While you're waiting, here are 4 things you can do. 1. Get to know others in the chat room. Make friends. Don't be shy. Only awesome people like yourself are allowed in here. 2. Share this show. Hey, your friends also need to up their YouTube game. 3. Like and join this show's Facebook page and group. They're both great resources. Finally, slap a big ol' like on this video. That really helps. Matt will be here soon.
I love that slap a like on it. That's my favorite. Hi, everyone in the chat room. Go ahead and drop a little note in there if you haven't already. That way I'll know you're there, or you can remain anonymous. It's all good. Artfully Yours with Diana's here. Hi, Brenda G's Designs is here. Brenda G telling me what to do again. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll get some more audio jams going while we count down here and other people join. Make friends in the chat. That's how to do it. Remember, this is royalty music from amplitunes.com. Not a sponsor. I have no sponsors on this show. Zach Herberholtz made this music. Amplitunes.com. Free for anyone. Anyone can go get it. There's a lot of YouTube news to go over. A lot of very important stuff. It's going to impact every YouTuber. Go. Love that audio jam. Love it, love it, love it. Heidi ho, says Billy Burt. Welcome to All Things YouTube. It's going to be a crazy show. Lots of news to go over. I'm going to show my favorite parts of the YouTube studio. I'm actually going to show all the parts of the YouTube studio and talk about a news item or a news article that came out about YouTube having to pay Uncle Sam lots and lots and lots and lots of money, and how that's going to impact the service and you. If you know people who are on YouTube, tell them to come on in. This is the show. Okay, more audio jams. What's your favorite little icon that floats by on the screen? Do you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. Jen's Woodworking and Things is here. She says hello. Hi, Jen's Woodworking and Things. Welcome to All Things YouTube. I'm Matt, your host. We'll be starting soon. Woodworking and Maker Shop. My favorite is the Enterprise. Yes, I knew that. I think everyone knows that. All right, here we go. We're going to get the starting music going. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another All Things YouTube. I'm your host, Matt Haas, and I have a lot of news and features to go over on the YouTube platform. That's what we do around here. I follow the developers on YouTube and figure out what's changed on the platform, figure out what's important for you to know, and I not only tell you, I show you. I show you what's changed on the platform and why it's important. That's what we do. Let's say hello to a few people in the chat room. We've got Billy Burt, Brenda G's Designs, Jen's Woodworking and Things, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop, Harneal Media, Artfully Yours with Diana, and a few more people are here. Anna B Workshop was here earlier. She drove by and dropped a like on the page. Go ahead and do that, please, if you would. I would appreciate it. It's free for you to do that and helps me out. Osprey Mama's here too. Hello, Osprey Mama. Welcome to All Things YouTube once again. All right. Don't forget, I have a All Things YouTube page on Facebook and an All Things YouTube group on Facebook. If you search by those things, you will find it. I also have some folks that optionally give monetary donations through Patreon. I have my Patreon set up under my other channel, Awesome Wood Things, but that does support this channel as well, this All Things YouTube channel. And let's take a look at some of those folks. So my top supporters are Jerry Brown from Polly Once a Crafter, Portal Woodworks, and Osprey Mama. Top supporters, thank you for that. Another top supporter, Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir's at the $3 level a month. We've got YouTube channels down here, except for that one. That one is a podcast. These are all $1 supporters. They are Shane's Hobby Shop, Miter Mike's Wood Shop, hashtag Marvelous McKenna. She's McKenna and she's marvelous. Anna B Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Woodshop, Marcel's Woodshop, JP Woodwork, that's Jamie Page, The Mad Maker, and Mr. Mike Laffey from MaybeI'veSaidTooMuch.com. That is a podcast and it's wonderful. Special thanks to MakersMediaNetwork.com. I am a proud member of Makers Media Network. All righty. Thank you for your optional monetary donations. Some other ways you can support me on my awesomewoodthings.com site /support. I also have a subscribe star. It's like Patreon. You can affiliate shop through Amazon, buy a shirt. PayPal donations are here. And if you want to mail me stuff, you can do that. That's all at awesomewoodthings.com /support. That's available as well. Always keep that soul power jam going. See, it plays and then stops. And then when I switch scenes and come back, if I don't make a little adjustment, it fires again. I think that's kind of cool. I think it's cool. What do you think? Yes, yes, yes. So, don't forget about what I do on Thursdays. More cowbell. I team up with my friend Brenda over on Brenda G's Designs channel, and we do a show called Mind Equals Blown. We ask for your interesting facts. If it blows our mind, we give out virtual tacos and cowbell rings. It's a support stream. You can find new friends and get support for your channel. Mind Equals Blown Thursdays at 7. The show's blowing up, folks. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Mind Equals Blown on Brenda G's Designs. Always a good time. You never know what we're going to get into. It's a lot of shenanigans on that show. A lot of shenanigans for sure. So glad everyone's here. A few things happened on the platform. Going to quickly talk about just a few things, and then we're going to do a tour of Studio Beta, and we'll talk about how the government has fined YouTube. Maybe we'll get that in before the studio tour, because that's going to be a quick topic to talk about. But it's sort of like an extra bonus topic for the show, so that's good. If you have any questions along the way, be sure to hit the @ symbol and start typing all things YouTube, and you'll see the little channel name pop up. Click it, and then type your comment. It'll show up nice and yellow on my screen. I can only see about 7 or 8 different text messages on the chat there. Also, I have Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop in my earbuds through the Discord support. He's watching the chat as well. So if someone asks a question and I miss it, hopefully he'll pick that up. And I put a 24-hour only link to my Discord server. If you want to jump on there and join the Discord server, you're welcome to do it. If you're all confused about Discord, don't worry about it. It's optional. I just know that there's some behind-the-scenes stuff happening, and if I start talking to someone and no one's talking back to me, don't think I'm crazy. I'm talking to people you can't hear, just to make the show better for you. For you. This is all for you. Make this the best show possible. I'm always trying to up my game here on the YouTubes, and I think that's important. Hey, Mr. Mark Lindsay's here. He says, sorry I'm late. Can you please start over? Well, we have the DVR replay feature on this, so you can take the slider and rewind it back to the beginning. Now, you'll be behind time 7 minutes, but it is possible. So you may have your request fulfilled by doing that process, but no, I'm not going to start over from the beginning. I have enough Discord as it is, says Billy Burt. Yeah, Discord's a weird animal. It's kind of a strange thing indeed. But all right, let's talk about some news items real quick before I get into some other things on the show. Caption abuse. There is a feature where you can have the public at large put in closed captioning for you, and they can also translate your description, the description of your video, into other languages. That was being abused. People were not being faithful in transcribing it, and in another language they would point you to different websites, and they're doing things they're not supposed to do. So YouTube kind of cracked down on that. They have two levels of defense for that, and so that's now much better. And I think I showed where that was. Let me show you where that is on the interface. So if you are, let me just go into a video and let me just edit this video. We already know we are all nuts, so no harm, no foul, says Billy Burt. Yeah, in the chat. Yeah, we are all kind of nuts, aren't we? There is a way you can allow people to help out with your, I don't know exactly where it is. Bottom line, there was a bit of a bug and a bit of some abuse, and they put in some things to stop that. Me, I'm kind of like an English only type YouTuber, and I'll put in my English captions, and anything beyond that, I just kind of keep going. Also, public facing subscriber counts are in this month, sometime in September, they're going to be abbreviated. So they're going to round these things. So if it's 1 through 99, it's going to be the real number. Otherwise, it's going to round to the nearest 100 till it gets to 1,000. And, you know, as it goes up and up and up. So it's not going to be real time anymore. And I am so disappointed that that's going to be, because it's also doing that in the API. And you're like, what's the API? That's a tech term, stands for Application Programmer's Interface, I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, Jen just said that, all things YouTube, Matt. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got the comment there. Yeah. Okay, cool. How would one check captions? Look at captions for your videos. Okay. It's sort of an odd thing. I knew where it was in let me try and find it. I know where it is over here. I know where. Okay, Al's telling me I'm correct on the API. So let me just go into one of these videos. Let me go into an actual edited video, or like an uploaded video. I'm on the old Studio Classic. So translate here, translations. So this is one way that, well, this is where you can translate it. There is a setting somewhere that lets the public translate your stuff. Trying to find it here. Syndication, allow embedding, publish. Here we go. This is it right here. See that? It says allow viewers to contribute translated titles, descriptions, and subtitles. That's one way that people were abusing it. Titles, descriptions, and subtitles. There's a panel somewhere that lets you review the community's contributions, and I think you get an alert. I've never known where that shows up somewhere on the interface, but it shows up. Maybe it's only visible if you have something to look at, because this is titles, descriptions, and subtitles. But there's a way to do it for the. I think there's a way to do it for the closed captioning too, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just titles, descriptions, and maybe it's just these things. But in any event, that has been addressed, and now it's back to the appropriate levels of spam filter, whatever that was. Okay. What I mean is, Billy, you can allow folks to translate English closed captions to another language. See, I thought there was a way to do it for closed captioning too. That might be a site level element, not a video level feature. But in any event, so let's talk about the abbreviated subscriber count numbers. So what this means is you're never going to see it roll up one anymore. Well, if you're through 1 through 99, you'll see it roll up one at a time. Otherwise, it'll round up to the nearest 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000, depending on how many you actually have. And then there'll never be a PewDiePie versus T-Series fight again, where they have both counters side by side and you can see it in real time. That's going away. Apparently, it's cheaper to run the service like that. I want the API to stay the same, But what I want and what I get, not always the same thing. I don't run YouTube. YouTube going to shorten our channel names? What? That's a question from Artfully Yours with Diana. No, YouTube is not shortening any channel name. What they're going to do is they're going to abbreviate the subscriber count number. So when I roll up to 180, so under the new method, this is going to say, 150 plus or whatever. And then once it gets to 200, then it'll say 200. And then it won't roll up one digit anymore. That's the abbreviation. They're not touching your channel name. They're touching the subscriber count. It's a way that they don't have to pump data in real time, which means less strain on their servers, less strain on their systems or something like that. And it's going to make it cheaper and more profitable for them. And there must be some other business decision, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine on your channel page. I think it's fine underneath the play page to display the abbreviated numbers. I just want the API to remain the same, but they're changing the API too, and that's not. And they said they would reconsider, and they must have reconsidered and stuck with their original plan to abbreviate it. So that's going to happen sometime this month. Frankie says, I did an experiment on my last upload, didn't share it, just upload it to see how many views it got. So far, promoting or sharing it, it was no point. So it looks like Frankie did no marketing promotion whatsoever. And are you saying it was about the same? That's the thing I'm a big fan of is I'm a big fan of marketing off of YouTube to get views on YouTube. Jen's Woodworking and Things says, did they specifically say rounding up? Because that would monetize people way early. Well, it's just the display value, the act, just how it displays on the interface. It has nothing to do with getting into the YouTube Partner Program earlier because you've reached a certain threshold. And I don't know how they're going to round. I guess they're going to round up, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they'll round down. But in any event, we'll see. We'll see soon, sometime this month. And, the other use case is people like to see the number roll up when they actually press it. And now they might be disincentivized. Is that a word? Disincentivized to not press it because they won't get that nice little feedback right away. But we'll see. Correct. Jen says, just from the viewer perspective then. Now, keep in mind, you as the creator will have the exact number. So if you go into Studio Beta, it's going to have your exact sub count number available to you. You're going to know down to the single digit, no matter how many you have, what your subscriber count is. That's not changing. What's changing is the way the public can see it. The public's not going to be able to see it, the exact number. So if this rounds to 150 plus, would be my new rounded number, it'll say 150 plus for everyone. But for me, it'll say 182. That's the way they're doing it. All right. Yeah, they have an answer. Odessa says, I wonder how exactly they're going to do it. They have a blog post on it that says exactly how it will round and in what increments. Like, for example, it'll say 0 through 100, it's going to be accurate. And then 100 through 999, it's going to do it this way. And 1,000 to 10,000, it's going to do it this way. And they break it all. There's answers out there. I don't know exactly what they are. Yeah, that's probably what it's going to do. Al's talking to me like 1.2K. K is the abbreviation for 1,000, so it's going to say that. And it might say 1.2K. Even if you have 1,250, it might still say 1.2K plus or 1.2 plus K or something like that. Or maybe it won't even do the plus, or whatever. Or maybe it'll round up. Who knows? I've noticed it sort of rounds up just naturally now. But whatever. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I think it's 0 to 100. Al's asking me questions, but there's a blog post somewhere about it. All right. Who wants to get into the tour of the YouTube studio? YouTube studio. I'll jump into that. Oh, before I do, let's talk about this news article because this is going to be quick. YouTube is fined. YouTube was fined by the feds, and not an insignificant fine, $170 million. I did some marketing say they were being sued. No, that's not right. They got slapped a fine. They have to pay that. That's not a court where they could fight and overturn it. They got fined. And here's why they got fined. Children's content. There's a law in our country that says you can't market to children. There's certain things you have to do to put advertising in front of children. And everyone has to obey in all mediums. But here's the point. They were accused, the reasoning behind the fine was they were collecting data on children, and then they would serve ads to the children based on what they did on the platform, just like an adult. That doesn't sound bad, but you're not allowed to do that. And they also made the claim that doing normal business practices of saying this is an endorsement of a product this company gave me for free, and here's my opinion. Well, people were following the rules and doing that. Sometimes there would be text. Sometimes they would say a line like that. Sometimes they would do both. But the government's take is that's not enough for a child to perceive that they're being marketed to. Even if you put it in text and even if you say it, they don't have the cognitive ability to comprehend it. So it's as if you didn't do it. So what YouTube is going to do is no monetization on any children's programming. And children's programming is the most valuable part of YouTube. When I say part, for the CPMs, you know what CPM is? It's the cost per mil or cost per thousand. That's the way YouTube partner program works. The sharing of ad revenue with you, the YouTube creator. It's all on 1,000 views, So every time you get 1,000 views, you get your cost per mil, and it might be $1. So for every 1,000 views, you as a creator, they might share $1 with you. Sometimes it's $2. On a great month, it's $3. So that's the typical cost per mil or CPM for content that most of the platform has. All the artists, all the piano channels, all of the making channels. $1. That's the way you just got to figure $1 CPM on average. Sometimes it's higher, but whatever. Kids channels, $10 CPM. And that's the way the system works. It works because people bid. People bid on getting their ads in front of you. It's a whole auction-based system. Google is really an auction site. Their AdSense and the ads they serve, it's all auction-based, where you as the advertiser put your ad on the system, and you put your parameters in, and you put how much you're willing to pay, and then whoever's paying the most, your stuff gets shoved out there. So when there's competition, it drives up that cost. And children's people love, it's a huge industry. Selling stuff to kids, selling kids stuff to parents is huge. So it's all gone. All gone. So just imagine if most people were at a value of 1, and this kids market was at a value of 10, All that's going away. And they just took an $80 billion hit. $1 billion hit when they cleaned up YouTube because they tried to get all the spammy stuff off of it and all the naughty stuff off of it. And they did it. They did it. YouTube's, according to them, is a better place. And that already, in lost revenue. So that already happened earlier this year. And now they're going to take this huge hit. People are not going to be incentivized to make kids content. There's going to be no ad revenue sharing. You're going to have to do it either because you love it or you've got income from another stream. So it's and they're going to presume that any viewer watching kids content, the way the system's going to run is they're treating you as a kid. Even if you're a verifiable 49-year-old like myself, Google knows how old I am. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No revenue for you. Bryson Dawson, Cartoons for Kids videos is here. Hello, welcome back. Mark Lindsay says in the chat, pop over here. What do you say? All things. Were they fined for direct marketing to kids, or were they fined for the data collection part of it? The data collection part, for sure, and the marketing for kids was also part of it because they played by the rules and did what you're supposed to do, but now the government says that's not good enough because kids can't comprehend it. And the Ryan's Toys reviews is, I think, in the top 20 YouTube channels of all channels, not just the top 20 of kids channels. Ryan's Toys Reviews is one of the top 20 channels. $0 after they make the move. They said that it's going to take several months before this goes into effect. Unbelievable. Looks like they were fined for the data collection part, says Mark Lindsay. But so what does that mean for you as a non-kids provider of content on YouTube? Well, YouTube's going to have less money. How that will manifest, we're not sure, but things are going to get a little more tight. I mean, maybe they'll change the super chat rate. Maybe they'll try and squeeze some of the things they have going on. Maybe they'll just eat it. Who knows? But I mean, the fine is one thing. I mean, the fine is $170 million. I mean, that sucks, but they can pay that. If it was just that once and done, I mean, things might be a little different, but it's not. Now they've got to change their model, and now all that content. So that means YouTube's not getting any of the money, and the creators aren't getting any of the money. And it was a huge chunk of YouTube. How huge? I don't know, but I imagine it was a huge slice of the bottom line came from kids stuff. Jen's Woodworking and Things says, so channels like JoJo Suiva were basically just killed ? Or ad revenue, or they just switched all channels to kind of what it's going to mean. Now, nothing happened yet. Is that channel would likely be kicked out. Well, would earn zero revenue. They would go to put ads on it. They wouldn't be able to put ads on it. And they're also disabling comments and alerts. Alerts. You know, you publish a new video and the little pop-up ads come on your phone and on your browser because you've subscribed or hit the bell. Nope, they're taking that away. So these channels, the audience isn't going to be notified, and they're not going to be able to comment because it's unsafe to comment because it might hurt the children's. And you have to pronounce it children. It's not children, it's children's. Protect the children's. And so there's going to be heavy disincentive to push that stuff up there anymore. Osprey Mama's got to go. Thanks for stopping by. Drop a like if you haven't already. That helps the show, helps the channel. Appreciate that. So it's going to be a big blow. It's going to be a big blow, and YouTube's going to have a lot less money. If this doesn't affect you on your channel, YouTube's still going to have a lot less money, and we'll see what, if anything, changes on the platform going forward. Because it's not trivial. It is a big part of the bottom line of YouTube. I mean, some say the majority of the revenue is from kids' content, but who knows if that's true? I mean, even if it was 20% of all the revenue was from kids' that's just going away, and going away every week, 52 times a year, or 12 times every month. So that's what's happening, and yeah, not good, not good. Any other questions? The children's, yeah. See if there's any other questions here. Getting ready for high school. Okay, yeah, that's it. Kids are back in school. Kids are back in school. Hey, before I go on to the tour of the studio beta, did everyone see? I launched another YouTube channel. It's called Piano Awesome. And it's the opposite of piano training, where we actually have fun, and I do fart jokes and crazy humor and weird ways to memorize some of the concepts. And pianos have been around for 300 years, and a lot of the stuff is dry and stuffy and formal. I'm trying to learn the piano, and I learn best when I teach, so I'm going to help myself remember the concepts by actually teaching the concepts. And it's going to be off the wall crazy. So if you want to subscribe to Piano Awesome, go ahead and give that a red button push, and you could be one of the top 20. I have less than 20. So everyone in this crowd can be a top 20. Oh, cool. So someone's asking for a channel review. Yeah, we can do that at the end of the show. Yeah, Bryson Dawson, cartoons for kids. Yeah, no problem. We'll do that. Niantic River Woodworking with Chris Nealon's here. Hi. You're here just in time. I'm going to do the tour of the YouTube studio, and you might pick up a few things along the way. I think what I'm going to do is minimize myself even tinier here, because we're going to need every bit of real estate. I'm getting tiny. Help me. Hopefully that still works. All right, well, let's look at the YouTube Studio Beta. Hey, if you've used the Studio Beta, great. If you're familiar with it, great. If you haven't used it yet, that's great too. You're going to pick up something along the way. Ask questions. Remember to highlight All Things YouTube. So type at All Things YouTube. It'll show up nice and yellow on my screen. So here goes the tour of and I'm going to tell you the stuff I love the best. All right, so here's the dashboard. This is what you land on. So this left tab over here is on. Obviously, follow all the breaking news up here. Some of the Creator Insider stuff will be shown here. Here's some analytics at a glance. This is where you can get sort of bearings on how many subscribers you have and your total watch time, and some other top videos down here. This is sort of like a learning panel, and you can expand this out. It takes you to different lessons. Good stuff there. This is on the Creator Academy website. I've taken most of these courses. They're all free. Totally do it. Oh, Artfully Yours with Diana says she's going to tell her hubby he's trying to learn piano. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Awesome. My hope is my humor is going to really sell it. And I'm also hoping people will binge watch it, because the stuff's going to be, 1 to 2 minutes long, and we're just going to rapid fire go through different concepts. The subscribers area, this got better lately. So you go see more, and it gives you always the last 28 days. That they might bend that and make this editable, but for now, this is the last 28 days. and then it gives you a better way to see who subscribed, and they do it from top to bottom on subscriber count. So in the last 28 days, this person subscribed to me and has over 3,000 subscribers and on down the line. And I think that's kind of cool. So you just go like that, and so look for more features in that area. And right above me, I know you can't see it all, this is the known issues card. Don't ignore the known issues card. If something seems funky, check that out. I mean, who knows? Oftentimes people are complaining on Twitter, and the answer is right here in the known issues card. So and here's the blurb about the community spam. Maybe this will give us some insights. Manually published contributions. Community contributions. See what this looks like. I want to see where in the studio this is. Come on, come on. Oh, over there in the... down here. It's in this tab. That's where you would see it. We wanted to know where that was. So I got a big emptiness there because I don't have any contributions. But so there you go. All right. So this is the dashboard video. Okay. This is where people start to get confused a little bit, because you always got to kind of pay attention up here. If this is your channel art, all of this information is related to your entire channel. And then sometimes when you fall into a video, all this stuff changes over there. That's where people get into trouble. So they've broken this into live uploads, or live shows, and upload shows. Some people don't like that. Some people love it, but it's here to stay. So these are all my uploaded videos. And if you fall into a video, so I'll click into this video here. Hey, Jim Dockrell's here, says he's late. Hi, Jim. Drop a big old like while you can. Appreciate that if you would. Helps the channel, and it's free for you to do. So now I'm looking at an individual video, and some of this stuff has changed over here, and that's what people get confused. See, now up here you've got the video icon. This isn't my channel icon. This is a video icon. So now the whole interface has changed to just this video, and now you've got your metadata, advanced metadata, and some other things. If you go to analytics, this is analytics just for that video. Again, look up here. This is just the thumbnail of the video. It's not the channel art. All right, let's go back analytics channel wide. So this is the channel wide analytics, and see, here's I noticed this earlier today. New announcement up here. We talked about this in a previous All Things YouTube show. They're starting to push real-time insights, or they call it up to the minute, for some of the analytics, and that is awesome. So all this real-time, some of the real-time stuff, like here, all this is going to start lighting up within 2 to 3 to 4 hours after you upload. Used to be 2 days. That's funny. Mark Lindsay says, I got to up my game with the tags. Yeah, I'm not a big tag person, adding tags to videos. So analytics. Okay, let's go over analytics. Now, these links are really powerful. This is where you spend a lot of your time, in this see more link here. Boom. You go into there, and this is the answer pamphlet, baby. This has it all. And with new improved colors. These colors were kind of blending together because they weren't real good mix of colors. They just redid that. And all these headers up here, you can slice and dice all of your data based on all these different ways to break it down. Anytime there's a link, you can fall into it. Oh, I love these pop-up cards, these hover cards. These are called hover cards. So you can see the little icon of what they are. You go into any of these, and now you're only looking at that video. Want to go back to all of it? You can go up here. Boom, you can go to all of it. Very powerful. And now you can do line charts and bar charts. This is sort of a new, sometimes it's easier to comprehend the stuff on bar charts. So go ahead and do that. And remember, you can knock things down. 28 days is the default. You can go look back 90 days. Your list down here will change because things will be different when you're consuming more days. X out of this when you're done. This is new too. They started putting thumbnails right on these little top level cards, which is good. Click see more, and boom, you're back into this same area there. Real-time activity. This got better recently. Now you've got 30 videos. It'll span down. The old way in Studio Classic was only 25. Now you have 30, and you can watch all these metrics kind of light up as your stuff. Mark says the bar chart option is a good one. Thanks for the tip. Yeah. But real time is where it's at. People are focusing on real time more and more. They're changing their thumbnails and seeing how it gets impacted, because now you don't have to wait 48 hours before you get some of the good real-time engagements. Also, let me go back into here. There are... well, let's kind of keep... okay. Let's go compare groups. So I've built these groups before, so we can do live show, and we can compare to new features. There we go. So now what I've done, I've defined these groups before. So now for 28 days and 28 days, you can see how it did the purple live shows up here under the purple bar and the green new features down here. So I've already predefined these 6 things here and these 7 things there as a group. And now I can compare my stats. Well, which is better for me? If my question was, is my channel getting more popular based on live shows or based on what I call new feature videos? I make videos about new features, standalone. This is basically live versus uploaded videos is the way I chose to break it down. Well, you can compare. Here's my total watch minutes for that group versus that group. This is yielding me more subscribers down here than this one up there. And here's my click-through rate. It looks like people are clicking on my new feature stuff a little bit quicker. So this is a great way to do it. So come up here under these little turn down menus and see this groups. Don't ignore it. See, it's kind of buried in there. You might not know to go over there, but it's there. And you want to create a new group. You pick what you want in that group based on whatever criteria that you want to group things under, and then hit save. I'm not going to. and it'll appear up in there. Awesome. Groups is probably one of the best kept secrets in YouTube because it lets you, well, obviously group stuff, and that's powerful. Trying to keep an eye on the chat here. If there's any questions along the way, or if you really like something, let me know. Now I'm site-wide again. Once you're in analytics, you can go, and I'm 28 days. You can go down these tabs. So these are tabs here, and then these are tabs up at the top. So now I'm in overview tab. You can go my watch time, my subscribers, and my revenue. I'm not monetized yet. Then you can go to reach. Same thing. Now you have these 4 tabs under reach. My impressions, click-through rate, views, unique views, engagement, audience. I like subscribers. I like to see how I'm doing on subscribers. They don't come very often on this new channel. And then revenue is a big fat 0 because I'm not monetized yet. Comments is very powerful. You can do everything here except I don't think you can pin a comment from here. No, you can't. Pinning a comment you can only do on the page itself. But you've got the full suite of tools to reply and give the thumbs. And remember, you hit a thumb up, that person gets a notice. You hit a heart symbol, that person gets a notice. One technique you can do is publish a video, first 3 days, thumb up, thumb up, thumb up, comment, comment, comment. A week goes by, go back and heart them. When you do, they're all going to get a notice that you've pushed the little heart button on there. Pretty cool, huh? It's just a way to say, hey, I'm still here. And all you did was click one little heart. Here's the spam. Brenda will tell you about this. Check your spam folder. Check the spam folder every day. So anything that has suspected spam gets thrown in here. And there's a setting for that. If you go down here to settings, you can go community. And I think there's a way in default. Yeah, here. Hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. And then here's, if you have a discussions tab, hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. So with that thing kicked on, it's going to throw things in spam. And that's where it is. Comments, tab, 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 spam. So you can deal with that. See, if you use the word support or you use the word subscribe, even misspelled, or if it's just emojis with no text, it somehow picks it up. So anyway, I'm small enough that I still reply to every comment. Oh, that's what Mark Lindsay said. You know, I've tried to reply to every comment on all of my YouTube sites, and 99% I've replied to. I'm sure there's a few that slip through, but they all try and get a comment from me. Do it while you can. I think it's really important. And then other features. These will just pop out into a new tab, and then it will allow you to use, this is the old interface with all of the left hand and right hand navigation stripped away from the old interface. And then once you're done, you can close it back up and go. This is going to persist. Once Classic goes away, this is the only way you're going to be able to interact with Classic. You can still get to Classic down here. This is called the escape hatch. Technically, it's the Creator Studio Classic button, but there you go. Don't forget about feedback. YouTube reads feedback. You can describe and take a screenshot. Seriously, use the feedback. They do look. I got a note from someone on Facebook. They want to know where the YouTube library is, the audio library. I'm going to answer here. Audio library. Excuse me while I do some business over here. Here you go. You can ask me questions, folks. Facebook.com/Matt Haas. This is my personal profile on YouTube, on Facebook. Go ahead and send me a friend request if you want. It's fine. I try and help. You know, I help where I can. What screen was I on? Probably that one. Now, this card. This card is so super powerful. Some of the things aren't lighting up here for me. But anyway. See, I love helping people. I don't. This audio library is pretty cool. This is the old interface, but I like to go mood, angry, instrument, electric guitar, genre, and then here you go. Then you just... Can you hear that? Royalty-free music, baby. Some things you have to put a little blurb in your, like this one. You need to copy this into the description in order to use it, but that's it. You will never get copyright struck if you use that music from the library. Figures it was a Hearn, LOL. Tell him to get his butt over here. I think he's busy editing video. I'll go back. I'll give him heck. All right, enough of that. I only use music from the YouTube library, says Mark Lindsay CNC. You know what? So do I. I love the thing. I really do. It's fun. It's fun to use the reggae. I know reggae might not seem your jam, but you can do reggae with electric guitar and stuff like that, and stuff just kind of sounds really cool. And not all of it feels full reggae. If you want to kind of tone it down a bit, I don't know. There's good stuff there. There's good stuff. Yeah, this card is really good because it will normalize your video across other videos of the same days and hours and tell you exactly where you're ranking. I can't show you on this channel because I don't publish fast enough for it to really light up, but please do not ignore this part because it really is the crown jewel of the Studio Beta. Mark says it's the only way he knows of to keep the dreaded copyright strikes. Yeah, it's true. People are talking about the YouTube library. Mark says he uses it for, a lot of countries, blues. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good, and they're always adding stuff to it. So yay. Yay. So that's pretty much every screen. Let's look at a few more options if you're in a video. Most of this I was in the channel-wide stuff. But if you're in a video, analytics is similar, but it's only targeted to that one video. All your other videos will melt away and not appear in that analytics. Let's go to, the comments will only be comments for that video. So there's only 2 here, not the whole list from my whole channel. But editor, let's go to editor because this is going to become more critical as time rolls on. for example, the end screens. You can do end screens here in this editor. So see how I have up top here? I've got so that's the end screen editor. I put an object here, best for viewer, and then as the time rolls forward, let me hit the play button. Look, I've got another object right here. Once it gets there, come on. Now watch. Boom, did you see it right there? So that now popped up because that appears later. This All Things YouTube circle, that wasn't there before. And as I move the playhead, so now that circle's gone. And now, so this is where you can define your end screen through the editor. Also, you can trim. If you go into trim, then you can take the back and the front off if you want. And there's a way to split. Split. You had to go down. This took me forever to learn. See that split link down there? Once you split, then you can, I think you can drop a line, or maybe, how do you split? Oh, maybe. Oh, I did this once before. Oh, there. Okay, there's my split. And now you can remove a chunk out of the middle. Like, see, like right here, there's no audio. So maybe I wasn't talking right at this spot. And if I wanted to take that out, and you can zoom in a little bit. Here's my zoom in bars. So let's say like right here, there was. There's also a tip. Well, let me collapse it so it doesn't skip it. But let's see what's in that area. Okay, I'm silent, 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 silent. I could, like, if it was appropriate to take that out, I could drag this to here and this to here, and I could hit preview, and then it would be split. I'm going to clear all and not do that. Let me zoom all the way back out. Here's audio. You can do some audio adjustments. You can drop in audio from the library with this guy here, and then blur if you need to blur out some sensitive information or a password or something that was on, or your stream keys on there. You can do that. So don't be shy playing around in editor, because once they get cards in here, this might be the only way to do it. So you might as well at least try it. So I've undid all my changes, so now I can just click somewhere else. Yeah, it doesn't yell at me. This is also a very important feature. This gray area, that shows your average. So channel wide, my average statistics fell within this gray area here. And the blue line is where we actually are. So, typical for this period is 21 through 33, and I'm at a 25. So this is like a run-of-the-mill video for me, which is good. That little cone is very, very valuable. Watch time. Oh, look at this. I'm doing higher than average on watch time. I'm doing about average on views. And I didn't get any subscribers since published, and I've made no revenue. Yeah. This is another good thing, is this donut. You're going to see more donuts as time goes on here, because, notifications are 30%, 30.8, and stuff like that. And then as you go in, you're going to see other donuts as well. So if I'm in just notifications, then you're going to see just the 30% slice as a donut somewhere on here. And that's actually good, because if you fall into here and you're looking at this, you're like, oh, wow, that's really, really high. You might in your mind forget that browse feature was only 6, only 6 views, whereas notifications was 8. So in other words, you might forget, just as you dig deeper, you're only looking at that slice, and that slice might only be a small slice of the overall pie. Does that make sense? I think that made sense in my mind. But for now, they've got the donut out here. But you're going to see more donuts, and that's a good thing. And the only thing I wish they would change is, instead of average view duration here, I wish that was average percent viewed. Average percent viewed is more powerful because you have to know how long that video was. It's 8 o'clock. Whoa, look at it though. This is 9 minutes 38 seconds, and my average view was 9 minutes 37. That's almost 100% average view. That might be a world record. I've noticed I've gotten better at having people watch my videos from beginning to end. That's a critical thing. Speaking of that, let me show you how to do that. Before I go, I always have to give you my best tip ever. So now I'm channel-wide analytics. Look up at the top here. This is my channel logo. I'm channel-wide. Go to analytics, channel-wide analytics. Billy says he'd rather have tacos than donuts. Go to the See More report under, this main area. And then based on the time, the number of days, I'm going to keep 28 days. I like, now, one of the 2 most critical pieces is already here, impressions. So this is what you want. I pay attention to impressions, and then you've got to add your other one. So click the plus, come down here to overview, average percent viewed. Boom. These are the 2 I look at. This and that. That's it, baby. Now, a lot of these are live streams, but my ones that aren't live streams, 65.9, that's big. That's good. You want this over 50. Now, live streams, people don't watch all live streams, so they're lower. But this one here, hold potentially inappropriate comments, that's an uploaded video. That's good. Anytime that's over 50, I know I'm doing good. And then 6 point, wow. See, that's the best metric on this whole board. This slice right here. And do you know why that is? Look at that thumbnail. Isn't that a gorgeous thumbnail? Man, people can't help but click on that thumbnail. Some of my other thumbnails are not as good. That one wasn't bad. See, that thumbnail is okay, but compared to this one, like, come on. And see, the thing about analytics is this isn't my gut feeling. This is proven right here. 6.1 versus, what was it? Oh, that's actually much better. Sweet. So for some reason, that's the better thumbnail. Woohoo! Maybe the heart emojis really yanked people's heartstrings. But yeah, so this is it. But look, it's they didn't like the video as much. They're jumping off. 27.4 is much lower than this. So people who clicked this watched this one. People who clicked this one didn't watch it all. Boom. See? No gut feelings. Go by the data. Let the data drive your decisions. And the thing about analytics is they don't come right out and tell you. You just got to sort of insinuate and tease it out. There it is. CTR and average percent viewed. That was a pretty good deep dive onto the YouTube Studio beta. I hope you picked something. It was that Purdy thumbnail. Yeah. Dave Gatton. Hi, Dave Gatton. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Drop a like if you haven't already. And see, that's my new cart. That's my new. See this little TV thing there. That wasn't there the last time. Remember, every time I go on YouTube, whether I publish a video or I do a live stream, I try and make something better. That was my contribution. That last flip where it had the Facebook page and the Facebook group, which you should join and like. I need to find an artist to make me a bunch of mustache emojis. All right, how about you just take a screen grab of this, and then you can just use my face. Royalty free. How about that? Does anyone know a mustache artist that Dave Gatton can use? Good info, Matt. Yeah. All right, we had a request to do a channel review from Bryson Dawson Cartoons for Kids. We'll do that now. I do channel reviews for free. This is Bryson Dawson Cartoons for Kids. You have less than 1,000 subscribers, so you are not in the partner program, which is fine. So when these new rules go into effect, there's going to be no money for them to stop giving you because they're not giving you any money. Yeah, I looked at this once before, and these are animations he makes on his computer. Quick stuff. This is a 20. That's pretty impressive. Is that one you made yourself? That sounds like something you grabbed from the internet. Uncle Grandpa who wants a piggyback ride. Pig emoji, question mark, period, LOL. 3 triple blue hearts and a period. That's what this video is. Good job. Not sure how old you are, Bryson, but yeah, you've got some things going on there. Oh, look what I've been watching. I've been watching these just stupid meme videos. It's crazy meme videos. Matt is losing it. Yeah, well, I think I've already lost it. Hey, if you haven't already, I launched a new YouTube channel. You can be one of the top 20 red button pushes over there if you want to jump on out. I teach you how to play the piano. You might not be interested in piano, but I use crazy fart jokes and other interesting ways to remember the piano concepts with a focus on fun. So if you like crazy content that's humorous and see me do some crazy things, join. Play along on that channel. I think you'll really like it. The next show is September 16th. That's Monday. It's a week from now. I just put the link in the chat. Click that link. Click the set reminder, and then come back for the rest of the show. There's links to the Facebook page and Facebook group in the description of this video. But if you want to drop a like on the Facebook page for this channel, and if you want to join the group, they're both free to join. The group is available 24/7 to answer your YouTube questions. Go ahead and do that. Remember, I'm on Mind Equals Blown on Thursdays with Brenda G. I restocked my virtual tacos, and you might get some if you come on our Thursday show. Let's see if I can highlight that. Copy. Lots of copying and pasting here. There you go. Mind Equals Blown. And want to support my channel in all kinds of interesting ways and buy shirts and affiliate shop. I need some affiliate links out there. Mark Lindsay, you're not going to be happy with me. I think they're going to kick me out soon. So if you want to buy something on Amazon, yeah, follow that link to my support page and click the Amazon shopping link. And same price for you, but I'll get a few pennies. Before long, my whole subscription list will be Matt Haas. I know. I'm taking over the YouTube. Someone please stop me from making new YouTube channels. I really need to stop launching new channels. It's kind of, where some people say, hey, I just uploaded a video. I'm saying, hey, I've just made a whole new channel. Oh, the madness must stop. I was going to have it be a playlist on awesome fun things, one of my other channels, but I said, you know what? Let me just see if I can have a brand new channel. Keep it kind of separate. Who knows? And I'm trying to get my piano instructor to launch her own YouTube channel. She's so good. She would be perfect on camera too. It's opportunities right there. So I'm hoping this will kind of coax her into the idea. She sees how easy it is for me to do it. We'll see. Who knows? Well, there we go. I hope to see you back next week, next Monday the 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on All Things YouTube. And if you have questions, let me know. If you have show topics, let me know. Thank you, Brenda G. She gave me a show topic recently, so from Brenda G's Designs. Appreciate that. We had to have it in order to lose it. Well, yeah, that's true. I think she's talking about my Amazon affiliate stuff. All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you, everyone. Oh, now I got to figure out how to hit the button. They changed the live streaming panel. Look at this. This is kind of different now. So a little button's up there. And you can't get rid of this little live preview either. You can, I guess maybe you could pause it. I think that was eating up my bandwidth. But in any event, I'm going to hit the button here to end. We'll see you next time, folks. Stay awesome.